Hi, I'm part of the Aladdin was released before I was born squad. The movie is charming and cute, but what really works for it is the establishment of real characters. Aladdin, Jasmine, and the genie each have their own distinct personalities. You really get to see how they change and grow throughout the film, especially Aladdin. They also really beefed up Jasmine's role and it added a lot to the experience. Basically, you see Aladdin, who's trying to impress Jasmine, and Jasmine, who's trying to run a kingdom.
You.
Tea?
Aladdin! How did you get past the guards?
That was challenging.
By showing both of their stories equally, the movie has more to offer to the audience, and it really makes a better story overall. It's also interesting that Jasmine was on Jafar's case for a while before Aladdin showed up. In fact, Aladdin probably made things quite a bit worse. But despite his meddling, Jasmine's able to overcome the evil vizier and earn her rightful place.
Princess Jasmine wants the best for Agrabah, and what's best for them is if she leads. But rather than say that she wanted to lead, she shows the skills and the qualities of a leader.
It's also worth noting that the Sultan goes from, "It's never been done before and therefore you can't do it," to, "It's never been done before and therefore you will be the first to do it," when he names his daughter the Sultan. It's wholesome and well appreciated. It also fits the plot perfectly because one of Aladdin's main character points is that he isn't power hungry and is actually in love with the princess. The plot stumbles a little when it comes to the magic and its constraints and loopholes, but it's nothing unexpected from a movie like this. The movie overall is very vibrant and lively. There's not much angst, nor is it very tied to reality. The villain is also questionable because Jafar makes some suspicious wishes.
You stumbled upon an opportunity. I can make you rich.
Aladdin's inexperience and his consequent wishes make sense. But Jafar has spent so much time running after the lamp, you would think he would have a more coherent plan than just wishing to become the Sultan, become a sorcerer, and then become a genie. After Googling it, I realized that this is carried over from the original, but it's still a little weak in my opinion. The plot isn't perfect, but it's the lovable characters that steal the show. On that note, Jasmine's handmaid, Dahlia, was a great addition and she helped make the cast more realistic and relatable. It also helped build the vibe of the film as being humorous and fun-loving, rather than dark and dreary. Aladdin, however, hits a little snag. Mina Masood comes off a little stiff as Aladdin and not as immediately likable as you might expect. What makes it worse is that he's actually really funny in real life.
Who has really long hair?
No, I know.
Begins with an R.
Rapunzel? Rapunzel. Grew up in an Egyptian household. We do not have this Rapunzel. What is this Rapunzel?
I'm also personally offended that they made him straighten his hair into limp spaghetti, because his natural curly hair is really just a superior look.
Half sleeping, half crying. And my dad jumped out of bed.
Naomi Scott slips into Jasmine's righteous and indignant role well, and she really brings a poised and royal feel to her character, even while capturing some of the more nuanced tones. Will Smith puts a fresh spin on the genie, managing to bring the feel of the character back while avoiding anything resembling an imitation of the original.
There is a lot of gray area in Make Me a Prince. I could just make you a prince.
Oh, no.
Y'all see my palace?
The movie as a whole is beautiful, filled with song and dance and vibrant costumes and songs. It's visually stunning. There were a couple of points where it started to tip towards too much, but it remained pretty balanced throughout the film.
Showtime.
No, I'm in charge, okay? I say when it's time. Really?
I also have to send a special shout out to the soundtrack. Oh my god, A Whole New World by Zayn and Zavia Ward is something else. I'm also sending love to Disney for hooking Badshah for their Hindi version, like... All the classic songs are back, from Arabian Nights to Friend Like Me to Prince Ali, and they are all great. Honestly, Arabian music in general is severely underrated, but this soundtrack takes full advantage of the unique style. Naomi Scott sounds amazing on Speechless, even if the track isn't quite as memorable or meaningful as they might have wanted it to be. Although Aladdin wasn't a perfect movie, it represents what a tasteful remake looks like. I've always been very anti-remake, especially when it comes to Disney princesses. Everyone's getting ready for other remakes. But not me so much. Even though the plot follows the original very closely, there was conscious effort to make the cast more inclusive and to offer fresh spins on these iconic characters. The movie looks and sounds great with adorable characters, and it's well worth the watch.